This morning we are riding at Afan. I haven't been here for ages. The bike of choice is the analog bike for my sins. Should be fine though. Got Colin too, so we want to be going slow up the hills anyway, which is definitely what's going to happen. Colin, are we going riding? We going riding? Got Col off the lead again. So this starts with the climb. So taking on the blue, it's about 7k and 400 and something foot of elevation. So we're going pretty slow anyway. So you should be fine. We should do a swap on the big hill. Yeah. A progressive climb, I would say, with little bits of very gentle downhill so far. And then constantly then climbing back up, but at a gradual angle, so rather than a big hill. What do you reckon, Colin? Do you need a bit more rest? Come on, baby! Good boy! So, first bit of descending. Don't know how long it will last. Following Simon down. So Simon is on the Orbea Ockham with the short travel version. So leaning more towards. Thank you. Come on then, Dol. Let's go. Colin. 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 Come on then. Good boy, Colin. Yeah, so anyway, Simon's got the trail version with definitely trail tyres, and he just rides that bike everywhere. He's also got one of my personal favourites as well, Nuclear Scout, but decided to have a bit of suspension today, which I don't blame him. Not that Afan is particularly rough, as you can see, but I think it just makes it a bit more comfortable. Nice and flowy. And now this is going in part of the climb that I remember we go up for quite a while now. So we've done pretty much towards the end of the climbing now. So I'm in front, practicing my braking, so more back brake, less front brake, and leaning the bike in. Hopefully Colin is keeping well with me, not too much in front of Simon. This is mega loose. But as you can see, pretty nice and flowy. And it's one of these places where you can go pretty quick, kind of kick the arse out of it a bit if you like, or just take it nice and steady. So we're going to go somewhere in between. So I used to always feel like I had to do more and more and more, push myself all the time, and I still sometimes feel like that. And then I realised that's probably like why I get burnt out, because something that's supposed to be fun, I then end up putting loads of pressure on myself. Good boy. Stay. Colin. Stay. Good boy. Keep going. Why? Because Simon's already gone, and then Colin will stay out your way then.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll give you a gap and then I'll catch you up. I think Colin got a little bit caught up there with Pete and Simon, so we've let them go ahead, give him a bit of a gap, and then hopefully he'll stay behind me. You ready, Munchie? Let's go then. That line there looked cool, but it wasn't very effective to get into those corners. What, to see whether or not we were actually going to go down because of the weather? Yeah, well, from what I remember, it was pretty horrible.
When you mentioned it.
Yeah, Widowmaker. Are you ready, Colin? He's a good boy. Well, some nice animal holes there, badly placed if you go high in that burn. Definitely going to hand Colin back to gym fitter than when he came. He's been doing loads of stuff with me, like 2 or 3 walks a day. This is the first couple of days I've taken him out on the bike though. Good boy, Colin! So we've done the first part of the trail centre bit. It's like a big loop rather than trail centre sort of down loops. It's a cross-country loop, really, is what I'd call it, but it does get more fun towards the end. So now we're going up. It's a fire road climb. Quite nice. You've got a river to one side and then the hillside to the other, which is pretty. Taking it nice and steady on the normal bike, and nice and steady for Colin as well. He's doing very well so far. Hey Colin, are you having a nice time? Yes. Have wet feet, wet legs, because of you. Because you decided to go all the way up the river rather than having a dip, didn't you? Right, go on then. Go on. Come on, I'm fine now. Come on then. You're not actually helping, you're making it harder for me. Oh. Okay. Come on then. Well, you walked up that. You can definitely walk, Colin. You can walk down that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Colin, you went up that cliff. Look. Come on. He's a good boy. You went up it, you great dog. Good. Come on then. Oh, Colin. Here. Come here. Colin. Ready? Ready? Good boy. Don't take your leg. There you go. Good boy. Keep going. Go on. Come on. You're nearly there now. Oh. So, I think what happened is Colin went up the river, then decided he didn't want to come down the river because it sounded all deep and scary and he'd have to climb over rocks. Good boy, good boy. And that is why he stayed up there. Nearly there now, Colin. Right. Come on. No. Up there. Oh, up.
Is it wet?
Yes. So what happened was he went so far up and then decided that it was too deep. So he climbed up rocks on the way up, decided he didn't want to climb down the rocks, so he was just stood up there and I've had to pick him up and carry him over bits. He would have done a decent run, cool him off, maybe have a coffee, leave him to chill out, and we'll go and do a bit more. Don't know if the last bit recorded or not, but basically it was me saying we are now. No, my GoPro shat itself, so I was fiddling with that. I was just telling you that we're back on the loop again, not to do the same one, but to go and do the red, although the sign is actually orange. Not sure if it was red and it's faded to orange, or whether the sign was always orange and the trail was graded red. I don't know, but that's where we're heading next. Colin is back in the van after his 7-kilometre run and river dip, to which I still have very wet feet. It's lovely and nice and cool in the van. Had it all vented, it's in the shade. I was kind of tempted to stay with him, but nope, I will come and do a little pedal, which is what today was all about. And yeah, we all want to do gnarly stuff, steep, techy, big jumps, stuff like that, and progress. But I don't think we should forget where mountain biking started, which was this kind of trail, and just going out and riding your bike and making fun of pretty much anything that you could find. Oh, it's a long climb in the sun again now. So yes, if you're going to come and do the red, be prepared for a lot more climbing to your descending versus the blue, which is pretty even. It's very little cover, so on a day like today, blue sky, sun's right on you. On a day when it's raining, which I've got a video of Afan on my hardtail when it's raining, you get soaking wet too. So that's one thing to bear in mind if you're going to do the bigger loops around the area, is that they're very exposed summer or winter. So left turn here rather than right for the blue. We go down the fire. Oh, we go down and then up now, don't we?
Yeah. I switched the electric off, and then all of a sudden it just started getting like heavier and heavier and heavier.
Well, obviously, because you start to lose the momentum and the drive, and then you're starting having to pedal the weight of the bike. If I remember correctly, this is longer because you've got loads of fire road climbs.
There's a lot of fire road climbs
basically
here,
yeah, that's what gives you distance, isn't it? Not more trails.
Yeah, it isn't just this fire road climb.
No, there's
also another few in it as well.
Because this vlog's going to be about like whether this place is like worth it.
Yeah.
And obviously the difference between the trails, because you could say with the blue there's a nice even balance.
Yeah.
With this one, it's not going to be so balanced, is it?
Well,
one of a few fire road climbs, nicely in the shade and pretty nice in the trees, to be honest. Oh, can't ride through that. Okay, first time we've been off any sort of fire road for a bit. If you were wondering how I was feeling with having a big travel enduro bike, feels alright. I can't tell you what it would feel like on a shorter travel bike with less suspension, because this of course is 170, 170, which is definitely overkill. For here, this is much more of an XC trail bike at a push, but it just makes it feel super floaty on the way down. Yeah, it's probably going to be harder to pedal, but to be honest, do I know any different? No, not really. I came here on my Scout, which is 150 travel hardtail, and it probably felt about as difficult.
It's the narrow one which is on the hillside, where the hillside's dropping away that way, going through here. This is quite long, if it's the one I remember.
It's really hard to remember, isn't it? Because when was it that we actually came when it was wet? That's got to be like nearly 2 years ago.
Probably a couple of years ago, yeah.
And the time before that, when we came in, it was really hot. That must have been ages ago.
Yeah.
The first time we came here, although did we ride this the first time we came here? No, we didn't, did we?
I thought we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Rode this
Yeah.
time we came in.
Well, and then we went off and did the Skyline following day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did that horrible wall thing.
Yeah, well, we're on the way up. where there was a switchback and there was a red off to the right.
Yeah.
At the start, I remember you going off down that way when we came up.
Yes, we definitely did it because I remember being confused because I was like, oh, but it's orange, not red.
Yeah, like this is orange and not red.
Yeah. Right.
To see it somewhere.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Why would you have that at the start?
Well, we got it at the start anyway.
Yeah, but at the start. Right. So effectively blind, not really sure what's coming. None of us can remember. But again, like the blue, it's trail centre. So you've got an idea of the level that it's going to be. So straight off I can say the difference between the red and the blue is that the red is definitely more narrow. But so far I wouldn't say it's any steeper. So, but that's very similar to trail centre in general, because often like, whoa, lizard, trail centre, it's not just how steep something is or the features, sometimes it's the length. So for example, one of the big differences between the red and the blue here is the fact that this is twice as long with a hell of a lot more elevation compared to the blue one. And I guess that will have something to do with the grading, because it's going to take an extra level of concentration and fitness and everything else to be able to do it for longer, I guess. On my back, yeah. Oh, on the GoPro strap, that's from where I had my thing for Mega Avalanche. You have to have the number board on the front with the chip, and then you have the thing on the back and it says, if you can see this, I'm faster than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone wore that.
Everyone wore it. So if there was someone in front, it basically said, I'm faster than you on their back. Let Simon go ahead on this one because it's a bit up, down, and I want to be a little bit careful with the pedalling up, as I don't want to aggravate my knee, because if I push too much too quick pedalling up, I end up with that still. So if I had Simon behind me, I'd definitely be feeling the pressure. So this is all loaming here, and then we come out to a bit of descent. Sun's gone in a bit, which is nice. I reckon if you had clips, you'd probably do quite well here because it's pretty bumpy. You don't really need to put your feet out, and it'll probably help you navigate around some of the stuff. Mix of pedalling and a mix of just flowing, really. Definitely nice trail centre. Yeah, this is definitely the bit where I was like in the box, flat out sprinting. Also, it wasn't really hot, so it's quite nice to work really hard and warm yourself up a bit. Definitely feeling 2 days cycling today. I've been on the eve the last couple, so in terms of sort of energy wise not too bad, but I feel like my legs and my brain are a little bit tired. I'll never beat my time down here unless I'm on an e-bike, so I might as well enjoy it, practice my cornering. I think I might have blown the forks on this at Mega Avalanche, because there was one bit where there was a terrible noise and a spectator on the side was like, ooh, and since then my forks have sounded a bit squelchy, but I will put them and the shock in for servicing at the end of the summer, so they can wait till then. and then we can have a nice freshen up before the winter. Because you know it's like in the summer, you don't really want to be without your bike in case you got the opportunity to go out and do something. And I know I've got the e-bike, but there are times when I prefer riding this. This section's pretty long compared to the others, and I guess you could say it's a bit harder because it's a bit rougher in places. So I'd agree about the grading for this section versus the other bits. Dead Sheep Gully. I can't remember anything about it, can you?
No, I can't.
Cool. Well, let's see what happens. So Pete has decided to do an exploratory look at the fire road because he doesn't fancy coming down this, which is fine. But hopefully he doesn't end up miles out the way because the map doesn't show exactly where that road's going to end up. Me and Simon, however, are going to carry on doing the rest of the red so you can see what it looks like. So there's a big gully down there. I'm guessing at some point then there would have been a dead sheep, hence the name. So there's still ups and downs on it here. It's not all descending. Definitely single tracky. No breaks at all down there. No, it wasn't steep, but that's really good for me. Since I've been trying to practice doing more rear brake, it seemed to have been pulling the brake all the time, which is a habit I didn't anticipate since I'd got better at not braking. But I guess it's because I'm trying to think really hard about the braking again.
I might be walking it.
Alright then. Okay, so another descendy section, which when we were over climbing on the fire road actually looked like it might be quite nice. So, we'll see. I thought I might get away with not having to change gear, but looked like I was wrong. Didn't have enough momentum. Okay, definitely more of a challenge than the other sections. Quite considerably different actually, when you think how easy the other bits were. And this is a hell of a lot more rocky. Ow. Thank you, Bramble. There's not really any let-ups with the rocks actually, because it's rocky in pedally sections and rocky when you're descending, so changing gears hard if you're in the wrong gear like I am. Right, a quick sit down and change. Better. Right, now if I need to pedal, I can actually do something. And all the other sections that we've done. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what this section is like, but that was, in terms of like skill needed to complete it,
yeah,
was on a totally different level to everything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really does, doesn't it? It kicks up the level quite noticeably.
And I don't think that this is going to be very difficult. It's going to like totally different. So be interesting to see what this bit's like, because that was with the rocks totally different. Because this is going back to being all super flowy again. Obviously bumpy, but not like what we just did. Been freshly trimmed down here as well by the looks of it. Sorry, Mr. Blackbird. Oh. And that's pretty much it. That's us back into the car park. I cannot wait to have a drink. I'm so thirsty. I just hope that Pete hasn't gone way out of his way. Colin, did you have a nice rest? What do you think? Would you go out again? Do you want to go again? He is wagging, but I'm not sure that's what he thinks. Look at him. He needs to have a rest now, don't you, little munchie? Good boy.
I don't think, apart from the odd tree.
Pete made it back off his little extra adventure round. With how much percent have you got left?
About 6.
About 6% battery, so just as well it wasn't anywhere randomly out of the way. Colin and Simon are bonding over there. And that's pretty much us done for Afan. So let me know what you think about Afan Trail Centre. Is it still worth coming to if you want to come out and do a pedal and have some nice views? I think so. I don't think Trail Centre and scenic loops are dead. It is super quiet here compared to probably what it would have been 15 years ago before the invention of the likes of Bike Park Wales. But I reckon Trail Centres still have their place. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've liked it, please give it a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the next one.
Yeah.